Over 6 years ago, I was driving through Winslow, Arkansas, looking for things to photograph, when I came across a fence made of bicycles. It looked as though someone may live there, so I left a note saying I'd like to photograph the fence. Tim wrote me a letter and told me to drive over and honk 3 times and he would come out of the woods. Following directions, I came over and honked 3 times. Tim emerged from the woods. This is when I realized he was my subject. That very first day, it occurred to me that I discovered an outsider artist. But it did not occur to me until much later that we should show our work together and that I should document him through moving pictures and tell the whole story. This is when I learned that Tim has a master's degree in art, and his work is part of permanent collections at both the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Museum of Modern Art. Yet Tim has been hiding in the woods for the past 40 years, until now. This documentary tells the story of Tim and is coming out as an artist.
I actually can use my hands. Did you notice almost all the time I had 2 hands on the pen? I got carpal tunnel or something on this thumb, and it don't like a big job. So my left hand has learned to always do the work on this thumb. It slowly evolved into that. Because my thumb would wear out if it had to, by itself, keep holding them pens. And they say Dagon, when he got in his 80s, his son had to wire a brush to his hand so he could paint. His arthritis was so bad. But if I didn't have any finger movement, I still have the wrist movement. And if I don't have the wrist movement, I got the elbow movement. When I don't have the elbow movement, I got the shoulder movement. Like, see what I think I can do? I can make circles with my fingers, make circles with my wrists, make circles with my elbows, and make circles with my shoulders. Well, not everybody else has trained themselves to do that. But I can make a circle, big, little, or otherwise. The wrist, the fingers, the elbow, or the shoulder. It's not like the circles are the most important in the world, but it's nice to know that you can make a circle when you want to.
An artist wants to have their own voice, have their own, this is who I am. And I had never seen anyone that could do that better than Tim West.
Tim, to me, is just, that raw talent that you come across once in a lifetime if you're lucky. Most gallery owners would do anything to come across someone like Tim West in their career, and I feel very fortunate to have come across his work.
Tim is an organic soul, and rightfully so. His art is organic in nature. It's raw, it has dirt on it, it comes with soil, rocks. His pieces are on withered paper. They've been soaked in water. They've been soiled in some, or maimed in some way. But it all works. Just an old man that had some really awesome ideas. And he captured them on paper, and wow, they might make your head spin.
Tim's sculptural work, if you go around his property and you see the things that he's created throughout time, and then also if you talk to people who have known him in the past, his sculptural work is almost more about the process than it is the finished product. A lot of his smaller works dealt in more of a figurative aspect, And then he would also do a lot of faces and things that were based off of people he knew. Sometimes he did some that were self-portraits. Some were based off of small stones that he had found that he felt like looked like a face. And he would create concrete sculptures to kind of mimic that. And then out on his property, they would just be these, very intricate, very multimedia pieces where he would incorporate stone and concrete, chains and metal, and just anything that he could find to create these sculptural pieces. When he was younger, in college in Carbondale, he was also known for his sculptural works, but then he would create small representations of motorcycles, things like that, and he would create them entirely out of pieces of metal and different things that he would find.
Well, why we do art? Well, then they could say, well, why does some believe there's a God? Why does some believe there's not a God? Or why do some people wonder why we're alive and other people just go on and live and don't care? But to figure out why we do art, it makes exactly as much sense as figuring out why we want to believe in a God. And there ain't no damn answers. And that's okay. It's we call it, a mystery. So here we are. Who the hell am I? I don't know. And it's just something to do. It's an urge. It could be a 10th cousin to a sex urge. And even if you're not doing pornographic art, it still could be related to some kind of... People might see like raising a family as a creative enterprise. I don't know whether it is or not. But trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing, you probably can't, and then I can't. I don't really know. So I give up trying to pretend that I know what it's all about.
My every trial will soon be over, and my form will rest beneath the sun, and I'll face the cross of Christ's denial, then enter in that home with God, and I'm going home to see my brother, and I'm going home, no more I'd roam. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I'm just going